Alright, howdy gamers. Welcome to the next devlog. So this is going to be another kind of unedited devlog, just because that takes a bit more time than I want to invest right now. But basically, did some fixes to the way auto attacks work. Something I didn't know about Dota is that melee characters have a chance to reduce the damage they take from auto attacks by like 15 or 16, something like that. And, you know, thanks to, you know, Kira and other people that actually play Dota, because I wasn't really sure how to look that up. I didn't really have any luck trying to find that out myself. So now all characters are technically ranged, which, fortunately, that doesn't seem to break anything. And actually, another change I made was to change the auto attack damage to physical. I had made the auto attack damage true damage because of the percent chance to reduce it thing happening, and I figured that would be like one way to overcome the issue, just because, you know, that type of damage can't be modified. So now it's physical, and there's the random damage decrease, and now also the cleave ability seems to be working. Although the particle effect is like very subtle. If you look here, you can kind of see it, but it's just like a very small, like, a wave coming out, but that works, and so does the E ability. I forget what it's called, but you know, it just increases auto attack damage basically. So that's cool. So that's what I did on the kind of auto attack front. Another thing I did was I took a look at I guess basically the particle system for the fires, because I was having issues with that, like, killing my FPS. So I kind of did two things. One thing I did is I actually fixed a bug that would cause the particles to be created indefinitely, even just like off the map. And really that might have been one of the bigger issues, just because when I'm debugging like this, I have the map's fire progress really fast. But you know, the other thing I did, which if you've been paying attention, you've probably already noticed, is that the particle effect itself is much more sparse. There's actual, like, fewer elements, they're much bigger, and so now there's also much more empty space in the fire, which I don't know if I'll need to adjust that later, just because, you know, the visual clarity isn't as good. When everything was like really close together, it was really easy to tell, like, when you were and weren't kind of in the fire, but it's probably a little more challenging to tell. But yeah, I might try to play around with that, because it seems like the FPS isn't really going down with like this level of particles right now. So I could increase that in the future. But that's kind of it for this week. Thank you very much for following the development of Erbs 2. You know, definitely leave a comment and or subscribe if you're interested in that. I do really appreciate comments, because it, you know, just lets me know that people are keeping an eye out on this. But anyways, I'll see you next week.